1926 seems like a long time ago, but for Dad, 90 years didn't go slow. With 19 children in his family, he grew up on a farm in Douglas County. The Great Depression came and went, and so did World War II. Life was not easy, but he knew what to do. With strong reliance on the providence of God, he walked the same path that our ancestors had trod. Then one day he met Ella, and his life changed forever. 68 years later, they are still together. They raised 6 kids near Sullivan on a farm, corn and beans in the field, pigs and cows in the barn. The family was a friendly place for neighbors to gather. From early morning to night, the time didn't matter. There was always coffee and cake or a cinnamon roll, and Mom's chocolate chip cookies never grew old. He spent long days tilling the land, and on rainy days he sold his neighbors a farmhand. There were no computers in those days to keep accurate records. A shirt pocket was all he needed, filled with pads, pens, and papers. What kind of corn did we plant in that field in 1972? He could tell you it was Bojack and how well it did too. I remember well some of the silly phrases he had. Like, I'm so mad I could eat chicken when things were really bad. When something astonishing invaded our day, it was, what would Sarah and the girls say? When the clouds in the sky wouldn't give up their store, it was how in the dickens we would water the chickens if it ain't gonna rain no more. Then on that farm that was as rocky as Nantucket, he declared, I saw a rabbit carrying a slush bucket. Every time there's an excursion, I'm always broke. When someone else went where he wanted to go. He spent many days fishing in Florida, he did. Groupers, silvers, whiting, flounders, and occasionally a squid. I remember one time he dropped his phone in the water. The fish never called, though we thought they ought. The yearly fish fries became a family tradition. For 30 straight years, we wouldn't miss them. There was always Pepsi, peanuts, and jelly beans. They sustained his life, or so it seems. Well, it really has been a great life, you know. A life we celebrate now that he's 90 years old. Now look around you on this day in June and see all the children there are in this room. We all have one thing in common with Dad. They have the same faith that their grandfather had. That is the legacy that will be remembered forever. It will not be forgotten, not now, then, forever. Thank you, Dad, for all that you've done for us and all the great memories we've had and all the things you taught us throughout the years. And we love you. I'm kind of green at this. It's only been 30 years since we come together. But we've got a couple songs we're going to do for you tonight, so hope you enjoy. Get closer to the mic. I remember Daddy's hands folded silently in prayer and reaching out to hold me when I had a nightmare. You could read quite a story in the canvases and lines. Years of work and worry had left their mark behind.
I remember Daddy's hands, how they held my mama tight and patted my back for something done right. There were things I'd forgotten that I loved about the man, but I always remember the love in Daddy's hands. Daddy's hands were soft and kind when I was crying. Daddy's hands
Some more. This next song, I called Dad the other night and asked him if there's a favorite song that he liked that he'd like for us to sing. And so he suggested this one. And so if you care to, join in with us as we sing this song.
There waits for me a glad tomorrow, where gates of pearl swing open wide. And when I pass this vale of sorrow, I'll camp upon the other side. Someday on the reach of mortal ken, someday God only knows just where. And when the wheels of mortal life shall all stand still, and I shall go to dwell on Zion's hill. Someday I'll hear the angels singing beyond the shadows of the tomb, and all the bells of heaven ringing, while saints are singing most sweet home. Someday